All right, now that we've got some blocks that have some attribute data within them, it's time to pull that out and use it. So we're going to click on this extract data option here, and it says I need to save my file. Sure. There we go. And so I'm going to get into here, and so I can use existing data. So once I create kind of an extraction file, I can save that settings and I can reuse that. If I wanted to, I could pick here to do that, but I don't have anything, so I'm going to create a new extraction, hit save, and now it's going to give me the option to save this one. So it's kind of weird that I'm saving it before I do anything, but I'm going to save this so that way next time, if I need to do this again on the same drawing, I could use this one as an example, and I don't have to go back and set up all the settings again. So I'm just going to save this as there. And now it's asking me, what do I want to look at to get to my attribute data? I just want to use my current drawing. I could just say there, select objects within it. Now I can actually just go and pick the 3 items. If I do it here, it's going to pick everything in the current drawing. I could also add other drawings here, and it would pull data from other files if I wanted to. So if I was working on a project that had a few different files that had the same type of attributes in them, and I wanted to pull all that attribute information out at once, I could add multiple drawings here, or even a folder of drawings, and it'd pull all of that data at once. But I'm just going to kind of just do the same. My current drawing, all I have is the attributes, so there's really nothing else in here for me. So I'm going to hit next. It's going to load it, and it's going to find kind of the different things. So it's going to find all the types of geometry here. I don't have a whole lot going on, so it's going to find these things, and it's going to call them non-blocks. And then it has this one that's a block. I can just click this check mark. And since those are, do that. But if I had other stuff in here, it wouldn't show that stuff. So I'm going to uncheck these, because all I care about is that block data right there. I'm going to say next, and then out of here there's a lot of, I can basically pull out the data for all the properties of this stuff. So like if I left it at I think it's in general, but I can pull out XYZ positions. So if I had blocks as well locations, I could pull out, the name of the block, the XY location of it, and then the attributes about that block. So I'm just going to uncheck everything else though, except for the attributes, because that's what I want. I'm going to leave those there. So like if I wanted the layer or anything, I could do that too. There. So tell me what it is or anything like that. Select that. Hit next. It gives me a table. There we go. And so if I had more than one thing that were identical, it would give me a count here, and I'll show you what that's like in a minute. But you can see I see all my data here. I go to next. Now it asks me, what do I want to do? Do I want to create a table with this data, or do I want to output it, or do both? So I'm going to do both. Say OK. It's going to ask me what settings do I want to use for the table. I'll say OK, finish. So it's going to give me a table here, and then it also in my documents created this Excel sheet with the same information. There we go. And so I'm going to go ahead and copy a few of these. Like that. Save it. Go to my extract data again. And I'm going to use the previous extraction as a template. I'm going to go and find this one. Say open, next, or so it's going to kind of find all that same stuff. But you can see now under the count column, it's counting those multiple pieces and including them. So if I just had that off, it would be here. But if anything was different on these, so like this one was all the same except for a different price, it would still show up as a different row. It would just have the same ID letter. So that's kind of how we can do that. So you just want to do a table this time. There we go. So we can create the data, we can pull it out, and now we don't have to individually count these or look at their properties. We can just kind of do it like this. And then if we went to Excel, we can put in formulas and do all of that. So, all right, that's the basics of extracting data. Like I said, you can use it for the attribute data, but also any other data we have associated with the geometry in the drawing. All right, bye.